When giving birth, a nice, quiet, serene space like this really helps. So does a birthing ball and a doula. I'm Ryann Blackshere Vargas in South LA with the story of a male doula who's helping improve Black maternal health rates. Dustin Young has had questions about birth bouncing around in his head since he was little.
Was always just asking these questions. It's like, oh, you guys' body are amazing. Like, how does a woman create life? Like, grandma, tell me, like, what's going on?
He's a single guy with no kids. He's also the brother of 3 sisters. His baby sister was pregnant a few years ago. She was away at school in Oklahoma, and she said her medical team wasn't always supportive. She had to face a difficult pregnancy alone.
Her 5th month, she went to the doctor, had some bad news, found out like the heartbeat stopped, and she had a stillbirth.
When she was pregnant again a few years later, he refused to let her do it alone. He found a doula and agreed to be the doula's assistant.
I didn't fully think it all the way through, like, hold on, I gotta see my sister's, parts. The bro, like, this is awkward.
Awkward, yes. But when the time came, he was there for it all. Dustin helped her labor at home for hours before taking her to the hospital.
The first push, the head comes out, I was like, oh wow. He just flows out, and then you hear the cries of the baby. And it's like, it just comes around, like, I gotta just slide of dust in here. My eyes is watering, like, mama, give me a tissue.
He welcomed his nephew into the world. Now he's helped with 3 births. He became a certified doula here at KINDRED Space LA and continues to learn best birthing practices. Doula and midwife KIMBERLY DURDIN says men being part of the process is nothing new.
Men in birth work is actually a part of history, and in terms of African history, when we look at African midwives, there were also male midwives, and we see that tradition came across the Atlantic.
Dustin is carrying on that tradition and learning about pads and postpartum support. He has heard jokes from his male friends about being a doula.
They just start clowning me like, yo, you soft, man. Like, what the hell is this? Like, that's not for us. Like, that's not our space. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, technically it is, bro. Like, the pregnancy process is 2 people.
He believes men can help reduce the high rate of Black mother mortality by being more aware of the birthing process and being a vocal advocate for their partner.
But it's like, how do I empower the men to be there and let them know, like, you are part of this process?
As part of the process as he is.